and welcome back to another vlog. So I've just got back from a run. I am now 6 weeks pregnant and boy do I feel it. Honestly, the past 2 weeks since I found out have been rough. Like I keep saying to James, like, I don't remember feeling this ill so early on. He was like, yes you were, Becky. Which I just wish I documented a little bit more of it, hence me doing this video now. But yeah, honestly, so anyway, I thought I'd make some breakfast, which I can't think of anything worse about, but I have to eat. So this morning I'm gonna try eggs. Like, I never eat eggs. I don't really know why, they're just not really, unless I go to a cafe, I would never really eat them at home. Anyway, I'm really struggling to get any sort of protein in me. Just makes me feel really ill, so I'm thinking maybe eggs today. So obviously I used to always have protein oats like religiously for 10 years. As soon as I felt pregnant last time, they just make me feel sick. I can't. Exactly the same has happened this time. So the past couple of days I have managed a banana protein shake, but even that now is like, ugh, I can't even drink my morning coffee. So I'm going to try eggs and we'll see how we get on. My diet has been absolutely atrocious. It's just been so up and down. So like I'm trying, if I'm at home, to try and stay in the routine as much as possible. So like I said, I have been forcing this banana protein shake down me. So Saturday I ate quite well because I was in a bit of a routine. But yesterday I stayed at my parents on Saturday night, and because James was away, and solo parenting when I felt this rough has been hard. But yesterday, obviously my diet's normally pretty good. Yesterday, just to give you an example, woke up in the morning, had a piece of toast. And I was just like, I can't eat anything else, I feel minging. And then by 10:30, my parents had all my brothers round, and family and the kids and sister-in-laws, making bacon butties. So normally I wouldn't really eat bacon butty. I'm like, no, I'll have my porridge. But I'm smashing 2 bacon butties. James wanted more bacon. I was arguing with him, saying, no, I need the bacon. And then just at 10:30, so smashed a load of bacon and buns and butter and sauce and toast. And then my sister-in-law bought cookies, like the big cookies. She bought 3 packs. I think I had 3 cookies before midday, so they're like what, anyway. And then I went to this baby shower, ate more crap, some sandwiches, cakes, came back, and I'm thinking we're gonna do a bagel for tea because I was like, I cannot cook. Anyway, and then I had a bag of Milky Bar buttons, which I don't even have anymore, but I was like, I just feel atrocious. It was like I was hungover. James was hungover, so he was on the same boat as me. But yeah, grimmers. So yeah, that's where I'm at really. So I'm going to attempt eggs. I will be there in 2 seconds. We told our parents over the weekend, so that was nice. Didn't tell my brothers and sister-in-laws, even though they most definitely know, like they'll just be onto me. I don't particularly try and hide it there. I think once I have my 7-week scan next week, I'll be a little bit more inclined to tell them, because, oh yeah, this is one of the things I was thinking on my run, which by the way, I just did a 10k, and it's a proper kick in the teeth, the speed that you go in comparison to what it was before. So like when I was going through, the 2 weeks before my egg transplant, I did my half marathon and my pace was like 4:50. I was flying. Anyway, my pace now is 6 minutes. So yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, this is what I was thinking on my run. I disagree with this waiting. So I understand why people want to wait till 12 weeks to tell people. But this 12 weeks, it's absolutely miserable. Like, I am in hell not telling people. Like, I went to the ice cream farm with my best friend on Friday, and I will be telling her soon because I don't actually know how I kept it in, because I was so tired going around this soft play at the ice cream farm. Like, how many eggs will I have? Will I eat 3? Maybe we'll start with 2. I mean, that's not even much protein, that's 10 grams. But it's better than toast. Oh my goodness, I nearly lost my data off my run, and obviously that is the most important part because the world needs to know. That's the other thing. Sorry, I'm so all over the place. I'm on Strava, so anybody, like, there'll be a few people, I mean, maybe people don't follow me that well, but if you'll have followed me on Strava and seen my runs, some of the girls that I run with, they must know, because I'm just not running with them on a Tuesday, and obviously everything's in the pan. Everything is in the pan. So I just think I would just really want to tell people, like, I feel minging. I've really contemplated just putting it out on socials, because I understand why lots of other people keep it private, but I am on turning up on social every day. Like, this weekend was so full on. I just didn't post on Instagram. I was like, I've got nothing in me. And even one of my friends, she messaged me saying, are you all right? Like, you've been really quiet. And I do get lots of people checking in on me when I'm quiet on socials. I'm like, no. And I was like, yeah, I've just been really busy. No, I've been dying. Like, honestly, it has been grim. And that's what I want to reply. But I think once I get my 7th week next week, I mean, fingers crossed, you know, I hope I am pregnant. I feel it. I feel horrendous. But I know I don't know if this, I think this is a thing where your body can tell you that you are pregnant, but you're not. And then also, like, there's things that could, yeah, I mean, and even 7 weeks, you're never through to clear, but a little bit more, anyway, a little bit of reassurance. And I've got there's people that I know that are pregnant. There's one of my clients who's also going for IVF, and she is a week ahead of me, and I can't wait to tell her. So it's just little things like that. Yeah, just super exciting. I am going away with my family, my brothers, so I'm super close with my brothers and sister-in-laws. Even the thought of, like, sourdough, I just want white bread, but I'm really trying to keep some sort of health. I'm going away with Dan at some point, so we're just trying to think of a cute way, because obviously, you know me, I love her. I'm so theatrical. I can't just tell people. It needs to be filmed. Oh yeah, when I told my mum, it was an absolute show, to be honest. If you're on your 2nd pregnancy announcement, baby, and you're a bit like me and you want to film it, and don't get your first baby involved. It just didn't really work well in the slightest. So they got back from holiday, and I bought her a sissy top. So I always say, hi sissy, call everyone sissies. And I was like, how cute that she's gonna be a sissy. So we got a t-shirt with sissy written on it. And I just thought it's a little bit, it's not as obvious. So if you see big sis, I'm like, sissy, it might take them a while. So we go around to my mum's after they got back from holiday. It's like 30 degrees. So she's in this t-shirt and shorts, and I'm like, what are we going to do? So I said, oh, we'll put a jacket on her. It's so hot. The poor girl has got this jacket on. Anyway, we're in there, and I'm trying to get my mum and dad, like, just sitting together, and it was just not.
11 degrees. Cooler. Weird. You would hate it. Oh no! Oh yes! Oh! I knew something was fishy. Something was fishy. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Oh, how amazing.
Oh, well done.
Oh, so cool. Gonna be a big sister.
Well done, mate.
Thank you.
Oh, how long have you known?
The day you went.
Yeah, should you put these on?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Can Grandpa help?
Take your vest
Grandpa,
off.
can you take the vest off, please?
Are we ready?
Take this off. Arms up.
Vest extraction.
Good girl. Arms in. Yeah.
Arms
yeah, and
in.
this. Put your arms in first.
Oh,
Good
there's
girl.
one. There's 2.
Yeah, and this.
That looks good. Are we ready for pant removal? What does it say on the
What's...
It says Sissy, is she giving us a hand-me-down?
No?
Whoa!
Sorry, my memory ran out yesterday, so I think my storage card is a little bit rubbish. So anyway, just thought I'd pop the little clips in of us telling our parents then. As I said, it was a bit of a show with telling my mum and dad just because of the weather, the jumper. She pulls the pregnancy test out, she's already taken a jumper off. But cute with James's parents. So yeah, as I said, so where are we? We're 6 weeks pregnant, just talking about everything. So Array's at nursery this morning, so I'm going to finish this vlog off today, and then the next one I'll do will be next Tuesday when we have our 7-week scan, which I'm super excited / nervous. As I said, I do very much feel pregnant, just because all the symptoms I'm having. I'm so surprised at how early I'm feeling them, and as I said, I don't really remember having them this early on last time. But yeah, it's tough going, the nausea, and I'm not actually sick. Everything's just making me feel like ugh. So anyway, I'm off to the gym now. I've got legs today. As I said, I'm just trying to keep up with my exercise as much as possible, because what I have found is, strangely, the days I'm not exercising tends to be the days I don't eat as well, tends to be the days I feel even worse. So obviously I promote health and fitness, and I always say, you know, believe it or not, exercising actually gives you more energy, eating well gives you more energy. So we all know how bad we feel when we don't do those two things. So imagine that on top of the pregnancy hormones and symptoms already, you feel even worse. So as much as I just want to lie on the sofa, I do know deep down that I'm only going to feel better for going to do something. So get my steps in, still exercising. Bear in mind, my exercising is, I'm still doing everything, but I just have to take a step back a little bit with, in particular, the weights. Some days I feel like I'm Superwoman. I could get in there and I'm like, yeah, great. Whereas other days, who knows. So I'm just gonna go do legs, 30 minutes cardio. I've done check-ins this morning. And then I did want to go to Dunelm, but I'm not sure I'm gonna have time for that. So yeah, I don't think I've got an awful lot to talk about in this vlog, but I've started it now, and you know, I'm still getting to grips with it. Obviously I've not launched any of this, and it's going to be the future when I do, but I just wanted to get a couple of videos out ahead of time so people can get through them, and then, as I said, I just wanted to be able to look back at my journey and, you know, think of it in like 50 years time. 50? Yeah, I'm still gonna be here kicking around, but looking back at and remembering all these amazing things. Like, I think I've said it before, my dad loved doing a home video, and I love watching them. So imagine being able to look back at these, and granted, hopefully we get some more with Araya and James in, so they are a little bit more family orientated, but it's just carnage when I'm with them. So it is a lot easier to do these vlogs when I am on my own, but even if it's just like, you know how people like to journal, I very much just love to talk on my stories, and this is just kind of another one of them. So yes, the other thing I said at the beginning was my camera ran out of memory. So I don't know if anybody remembers, in the first vlog I kind of said that I've had this camera since 2020, and I was like, right, I'm going to start vlogging, need to get a new camera. But I told myself it wasn't necessarily the camera's problem, it was me. So until I'd made a couple of vlogs using this camera, I could justify getting a new, like, little super duper one. So I will be asking for some recommendations. But in the meantime, I think this is a good camera, like Canon EOS 500. Is that what it is? In 2020, it was what I got recommended. 5 years past, they've got these little handy ones, which I definitely want to try. But as I said, have to justify making a couple of videos first to be able to do that. And then I think maybe we'll have a bit more of James defo in the next one, because obviously we are going to go for our 7-week scan, and then just talk about how we're feeling. So a few things that come up are, you know, will we find out if we're having a boy or a girl? So last time we did, we found out if we're having a girl at like 18.5 weeks, just because I was going away with my family, and we did like a little mini gender reveal. And part of me is like, I said, no, we're not going to find out, you know, I want to do both. So we found out for the first, and then let's not find out this one, and then we can see what the difference is. So I'm like, yeah, amazing. And I can definitely get on board with people saying the surprise when they come and you find out what it is, amazing. I can bet that. I would love that part. So that's 5 minutes. No, that's 5 minutes where you go, oh my god, it's a boy, whatever, amazing. However, I enjoyed so much knowing that I had a little girl inside me, and it really helped me bond for 20 weeks. So I think, okay, so you have that 20 weeks of really knowing that it's a girl inside and you've got her name, and it just becomes so wholesome. And I don't know, people would argue the other way, but this is my look on it. And then, I mean, it's the most like thrilling thing when the baby's here anyway. You couldn't care less if it's a boy or a girl. That's enough of a surprise. They've come out of you. So part of me's like, oh, maybe we will find out then, because it is nice. I loved knowing that she was in there and could say her and just really start to bond with her. And I don't know, because a few people have said that they felt they couldn't bond as much not knowing whether it was a boy or a girl. And I think I did have a well, I did want a girl eventually, so I actually didn't care what it was, but obviously with trouble conceiving and stuff, and I was just like, well, even if we only have this one, I did want a girl at some point. So I was really, really happy, which is why I kind of feel like I don't really mind now. So much one of the reasons I'm like, we don't really need to find out, because if it's a boy, well, either way, I just want a healthy baby. So yeah, we shall see. I feel like, no, because I can't find out now, I'm like, no, we won't find out. But when you go into that room and they can tell you right there and then, I am so OCD, like I'll just have to, not OCD, I'm just a bit of a control freak. Is not the same as OCD, is it? I like control, I like knowing. I can't deal with like the unknown, stresses me out. If I can be in control of something, I'm going to be in control. I need to know every detail. I need to think about every single possibility that could happen out of it. James always says he'd be alright not finding out, but he couldn't deal with me coming home every day and going, oh well, this person said my bump was like this and my skin was like this today, so it's definitely, what do you think it is? He's already bored of the name chart. I said, babe, so should we talk about, and he went, oh, here we go. I said, let's talk about names. He went, you love this conversation. I said, I do, I really, really do. He said, can't you talk to your friends about that? I was like, I do as well. So we have got names, a boy's, girl, and a girl's name, obviously. I won't say that I am the person that would like to leave it as little bit of an announcement, especially when you find out the sex is like the only thing I haven't told you is the name, so keep that to myself. Where was I going? Anyway, yeah, he couldn't deal with me. He's like, I'd have to deal with you for 20 weeks of doing that. The second 20 weeks, I'm like, yeah, fairs. Keep saying to him, like, I can't wait to get through next Tuesday. Like, something miraculously is going to happen with how I'm feeling. Because, like, my mum said the other day, she was like, you're halfway. I was like, I'm not halfway feeling poorly though, mum. I was like, I've only started feeling poorly the past 2 weeks. Like, so I've got another 6 weeks to feel, like, if I'm lucky. Why do I feel so rotten? And this is why I'm like, is it the drugs? Like, I'm so pumped with drugs. Just feel like I've got my patches on. Oh, I didn't put a pessary in. I'm gonna have to go and get a pessary, because that was supposed to be done 3 hours ago. Honestly, it's such a nightmare. I really hope that come next Tuesday, I mean, I do have to take the pessaries every day then anyway still. Well, last time I had to take them up until 13 weeks. But I'm just hoping I could get up at 7 o'clock this morning. I had to jab me in the bum before we went. And the patches. Oh, I'm just hoping that I can stop. I don't know. I don't know why I think miraculously that I'm going to feel better maybe when I stop my medication. But that's the only problem. So yeah, still on the pessaries, which, as you can see, is very much like a little bullet. It's like a wax coating that you put on. And then I'm using them vaginally at the moment, because I don't know if anybody remembers from the last thingy, they said potentially, I mean, I think research shows that they are actually effective both ways, but to try them vaginally. So. And yes, I will just be popping this up in the car, because there's no glamour, there's no what's the word, you lose your dignity. I was just saying this to another client who's pregnant, so you just don't have much dignity when you're pregnant. Goes out the window. It's not pretty, not pretty at all. Anyway, I'll catch up with you after my workout. I won't film it, you're not bothered about that, are you? And yes, and hopefully finish this vlog today, because I don't know, is it okay to go over a couple of days with vlogs, or is it better to just have it all in one day? I mean, this is already 2 days anyway, because my memory was full on the last one and then I got distracted. I'll catch up with you today. Okay, so back from the gym, and then I actually went to Sainsbury's on the way home. Honestly, my bank balance is going to take a hit. I've been having a chicken salad meal deal every day, and then crisps. honestly, I just cannot. Cooking just makes me feel sick. So the best bit of advice for anybody going through similar, which is what I might kind of do, is just kind of give bits of advice, because I know there'll be certain people who just, it's a bit of a free-for-all when you fall pregnant, but there will be people like myself who are just trying to stay on top of things a little bit. So for me, it's looking like still having a decent breakfast, really trying to get protein where I can. So yes, I'm still having a sandwich at lunch every day, but I make sure it's a protein one. So I always try and make sure it's like at least 20 grams. What's this, 27 grams, which is pretty good, and probably more than most people are having for their lunch anyway. Or you can go for like a tuna one. Don't know how tuna makes you feel if you are pregnant though. Ham one, always just, if you're gonna go for sandwiches. And then for what I would probably recommend to everybody else is their snack to be some fruit. But let's face it, we want crisp, and I am gonna have some fruit afterwards, because if it's raspberries, I can definitely eat raspberries at the moment. And then I treated myself because I can't have any caffeine, so Pepsi Max was my go-to. I have got caffeine-free Pepsi Max actually. I don't know why, the thought of everything I ate a lot of before, I just, like, I can't. Pepsi Max is making me feel a bit ill. Coffee, protein oats, anything like that I ate a load of. So anyway, I had a good leg session. I did hip thrusts, which are okay when you're pregnant. Obviously as bump grows it might feel a little bit harder, so you just have the bar a little bit lower. My last pregnancy I actually took them out completely just because I didn't want to do them, so I used it as an excuse. Is use a word? Used it as an excuse. Whereas this one, I think I'm planning on keeping them in. Obviously my weights will drop as I go through, but I think, you know, pregnancy is not kind to the glutes. I've been training hip thrust twice a week for the past like few months, and I've really noticed a difference in my glutes. So I really want to try and keep that up as much as possible. I did hamstring curl, walking lunges, and glute kickbacks, which I'm currently doing glute kickbacks on the machine, which you basically push your stomach on. So I'll have to change them to cables or something different at some point. And then yeah, I've come back, I've got some bits for dinner, which I don't know how I'm going to feel. Like, making dinner just makes me feel a bit ill. And then my guilty pleasure, so I always have lunch for like 20 minutes a day. And then I was doing a nutrition course, but I won't go into the details about that and why I'm not doing that at the moment. So Molly May is my guilty pleasure, and she's kind of one of the reasons I want to do a vlog. Well, actually that's not one of the reasons I want to do a vlog. I watch hers and I'm like, so if mine's really bad, I mean it probably is anyway, she has done one. She does one every 2-3 weeks, which is my goal. Anyway, she did one 2 days ago, so I'm gonna sit here, get back to messages on my phone, watch this, eat my sandwich, absolute bliss. And then I'm supposed to be going for a walk up Helsby Hill. So what have I done so far? Nearly 7,000 steps. So I'm trying to keep on top of steps as much as possible. I'm trying to exercise because, as I said, like, I actually feel it's so hard. Like, it is so hard through pregnancy, and I don't want this to make it look like I'm finding it easy. I am finding it really hard, and obviously I feel like I'm so early on, and but I do think it helps because I was doing it all beforehand. So this is, if you are thinking about getting pregnant, get yourself in a good routine, because this really is a make or break point. Like, it's miserable. So one of my clients who's a week ahead of me at the moment, and also one of my other clients has just messaged me to tell me she's pregnant, and I'm like, I am too, and I really want to say it. I think I'll wait till my 7 weeks, and then yeah, I don't know. But I was just like, yeah, what was I saying? I was like, I know it's really hard, but just try and get some movement in, because we're eating worse than we normally would. We're not moving. You feel like that. You feel awful doing that regardless. Never mind with the pregnancy hormones on top of it. So this isn't a time to really doing anything spectacular, breaking any records, like really pushing ourselves. But what it is just some movement, which is going to make you feel good. And in a couple of weeks, when the 12 week comes, hopefully, it does start to alleviate. Food choices become a little bit better. And exercise, you've stayed in some sort of routine instead of feeling like you have to go up this massive slog. I know that's not possible for everybody. I know some people have a really, really tough time. This is just based off my experience. And if you can, obviously, I'm always going to try and, what's the word? Promote health and fitness, moving your body, because it makes you feel good. This isn't about health. Exercising isn't about losing weight. It's about releasing those endorphins, moving your body and feeling good. Like when we are really struggling to do so, So yeah, anyway, I've got, I'm in my element. Chicken salad sandwich. I like to go around all the shops and rate them. Tesco's, Aldi's good. Tell you what, I had one from Co-op and I don't think I really enjoyed the Co-op one. So I did send James on a goose hunt saying, no, you can't because Co-op's closest. So I was like, no, I don't want one from there. I'm sure he's loving me at the moment. But yeah, chicken salad sandwich is the one. Anyway, BRB, going to enjoy my guilty pleasure and then get back to some work. So I've just got back from picking Araya up from nursery. You can kind of see her in the back there. I worked all afternoon, I went for a big walk, so I actually got all my steps in. That was on 15,000, so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna drive to pick her up because it's a bit of a tough time getting her from nursery home at the moment. They've just told me as I picked her up that she's so vocal. Don't know if you can see her. I mean, they weren't kidding. Are you alright? Anyway, so I'm gonna go in and sort her some dinner. I never really know how much dinner to give her because she's had crumpets for high tea. I'm gonna give her egg fried rice, I think, tonight. Just get a bit of protein. Oh, my light protein. Just get a decent meal on it. Egg fried rice, always a good one. Eggs, get some veggies in. And it's super easy, so because sometimes she doesn't eat it, as I'm sure anybody who's got a toddler will know. Hi. But it's been a good, productive day. I've got loads of check-ins done. I've got my next Defining 9 launching soon, so I've just done some bits for that. Trained legs, did my cardio, done my steps. It's been a good day. I'm, you know, taking the wins with some of these days at the moment. But yeah, it's super exciting. So I'll just make my way around and see her. But yeah, I mean, I do feel a bit of a cop-out when I don't pick her up on foot. But some days, this is the beginning of how it's going to be, isn't it? Hello. What have you got there? She is obsessed with these Flav drops. If I ever want to keep her happy, it's the Flav drops. Loves them. Don't you? Don't you, Ray Ray? I mean, excuse the state of my car. Yeah, you'll imagine. My car is like a floor drape. Look, we've got another spare baby seat in the background. James's car, on the other hand, would be absolutely perfect. So, yes, let's get you out. Let's get you fed. So yeah, I've just got in. I'm going to attempt to make some dinner, but she doesn't want to be put down. I've made her, I mean, she's pretty happy with this. Empty Fanta bottle. So as I said, I'm going to attempt a bit of rice, fried rice. Can't go wrong with it. But that's the thing, doing it with, I don't know how much she weighs anymore. Oh no, we don't want her to see what's in the cupboard because then we go mad. So with our cupboards, we've got child lock on at the moment and you have to have one of these to open it. Honestly, it's enough to send you over the edge at the end of the day. Oh, I know I went in that cupboard to get the scales out because who actually measures the right amount of pasta or rice? She's seen the cupboard, this is going to be it now. I can't get in that cupboard. These cupboards, eh? She's seen the raisins. I've only just given her raisins once. I'm not really sure how I feel about them. How much is a portion? I think it's 40 grams. Oh, maybe it's for a baby. Right. Just because she wants to go in the cupboard. Oh. Uh-oh. What? Yeah. Oh, Mummy's gone dizzy. Boil the kettle for the rice. There we go. That's better. Right. How about, is this your baby? Is this your baby? I do love the fact that she loves babies. Is this your baby? Is she gonna, is she gonna have dinner with us? Does she want egg fried rice? Smack right in the face. There it is. And then I'm going to do big sweet potatoes, which are amazing. Basically, big sweet potatoes, and then just get chicken or beef mince to have on top. I did buy some sour cream today, and then I'm going to put onions and carrots as vegetables. That's what I got. So yeah, very exciting day, as you can see. Lots of work in there, but I didn't really film that because that's a bit boring. And then James gets home, so I think he finishes at 6. So he'll get home at 7. So bath and bed, should be asleep by the time he gets home. And then we can have dinner. I don't actually know how long rice needs. But yeah, as I said, brilliant content. She is ramming the pram into my feet. It's 12 minutes. 12 minutes. Winner. Oh, well, dinner was chaos. So I've just let it go outside just to kill a bit of time before it's bath and bed time. You have to excuse the state of the garden, but we've just got millions of toys out here. Burnt my hand as well. Get them. Anyway. Yeah, so it's just a bit of a, literally needs doing. But I mean, she's happy enough. So this should hopefully kill a little bit of time. Before bath and bed, as I said. It's about 5:30 now. So I'm going to go play with her. And then catch up after bath and bed, see how it goes. Bath, bed, baby asleep, dinner had. That's the end of my day.
Dreamy.
Did you have a nice day?
Yeah.
Yeah. Long day at work.
Mm.
So that was a really boring day in the life, really. But yeah, 6 weeks. How have I been?
How have you been?
Yeah.
You struggled a bit, haven't you?
I have. I am. Today's been a good day.
I am struggle.
I am struggle. Struggle City.
Yeah. No, you've been a bit nauseous, low energy.
Yeah.
Tough stuff.
Tough stuff.
Growing a superstar.
That's the hope. Another little ray. So yeah, thanks for following this vlog, and I'll see you next time.